Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about similar polygons. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now, similar polygons are polygons with the same shape but different in sizes. You can also tell that polygons are similar if the corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are proportional. So let me explain that one. I have here given trapezoid KYUT. Okay, this quadrilateral or trapezoid KYUT is similar to trapezoid CARE, so CARE. So of course, this angle K corresponds to angle C. This angle K must be congruent to angle C. Once again, angle K is congruent to angle C. Alright, this angle will be congruent to this angle. And this angle Y, okay, this angle Y is congruent to angle A. So this angle Y corresponds to angle A. And this angle U is congruent to angle R. This angle U is congruent to angle R, corresponds to angle R. Corresponds to angle R. And this one, angle T, is congruent to angle E. So this angle T is congruent to angle E. Now, if their corresponding angles are congruent, we can also say that their corresponding sides are proportional. The ratio of this side over this side will be equal to the ratio of this side over this side. So let me write the equation. Line segment KY over line segment CA will be equal to line segment YU over line segment AR, and is equal to line segment TU over line segment ER, is equal to line segment KT over line segment CE. So therefore, you can find the sides by making this proportion. So let's try to find the value of x based on this given illustration. So we can find the value of x. So it depends on you, which do you prefer. You can have these two lengths to find x. So 12 and x, then 18 and 12. You can find that. Or you can find this side using this side. KY over CA is equal to YU over AR to find the value of x. So let's try to find the value of x. Then later on, we will have more examples for you to really understand how to solve similar polygons. So therefore, to find the value of x, we can use this ratio. KY, line segment KY over line segment CA is equal to line segment YU over this side, line segment AR. So substitute the value. So KY, that is 4, over CA, that is 6, is equal to YU, that is x, then AR, that is 12. So to find the value of x, you can do cross multiplication. So you cross multiply 4 times 12 and then 6 times x. So 4 times 12, what's the answer? Because 4 times 12. That's correct. That is 48 is equals to 6 times x, that is 6x. And to get the value of x, you just simply divide both sides by what number? That's correct. We can divide this one by 6. Divide by 6. And our x will be 48 divided by 6, that is 8. Is equals x. Alright, therefore this x is equals to 8. And let's try to find the value of z. So how do you find the value of z? So you can use this length, ky over ca, then kt over ce. So you can use that to find the value of z, or you can use tu and then kt, er, then ce. So it depends on you, class, which do you prefer? Alright, so let's try to find the value of z. So once again, it's up to you. You can make many proportions. You can use this side and this side, then CE over CA. Okay, let's have that one, class. Let's have two solutions. Let's try this one, finding z. KY over CA is equal to, so KY over CA is equal to KT over CE. Alright, so let's try that. Let's try to find the value of z. Then later on we will be using this one, these two sides. Let's check if we have the same answer. So ky, that is 4 over ca, that is 6, is equals to kt, that is z, then ce, that is 9. So cross multiply. So this will be 4 times 9, that is 36, equals 6 times z, that is 6z. And to get the value of z, you divide both sides by 6, divide by 6. And our z is equals to, what's the answer, class? That's correct, 36 divided by 6, that is 6, is equals to z. Or you can write that z is equals to 6. So therefore, our z is equals to 6. So this one is equals to 6. Very easy, right? For the similar polygons. So let's try this one. So a while ago we used this two sides and then this side. So let's try this one, class. Let's check if we have the same answer. So we will be using kt. So kt over ce is equal to, so kt over ce, then tu over er. Line segment tu over line segment er. Let's check if we have the same answer. So kt, that is z, is equal to, this is over ce, that is 9, then tu, that is 12, er, that is 18. Alright, then we cross multiply. So remember this one, class. I will be erasing this one. Let's just check, class, if we have the same answer. Finding z, because you can make many proportions, class, out of this illustration. So let's just check if we have the same answer. So z over 9 is equals to 12 over 18. So we can actually reduce 12 and 18, class. You can reduce that one, you will have the same answer. Because if you multiply 9 and 12, these are large numbers. We can reduce 12 and 18, right? By what number? So if you can reduce the fraction, better reduce before cross multiplication. Okay, let's have the two solutions. If you multiply this one, z times 18, that would be 18z, right? Is equals to 12 times 9. So 12 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. 108. So this will be 108. Then divide by 18. Divide by 18. You will get the same answer. That is 6. Okay, let's check. 18 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Carry 4. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 4, that is 10. So 108. Same answer, class. Z is equals to 6. So you can use this side, these two sides. KT and CE. TU and ER. So it depends on you, class, which do you prefer. So in second solution, class, before multiplication, before cross multiplication, you can actually reduce 12 and 18 for you to have less number, class. So z over 9 is equals to, we can divide this one by 6, right? 12 divided by 6, that is 2. 18 divided by 6, that is 3. So you will have small numbers and just simply cross multiply, you will have the same answer, class. C times 3, that is 3z, equals 9 times 2, that is 18, divide by 3, then you will get the same answer. So it's better, class, to reduce the fraction if you can reduce before cross multiplication. Alright, so I hope you understand this one. With regards to similar polygons, you can make proportions because the corresponding angles are congruent. Alright, let's try another example, class, for you to really understand this one. Let's try more complicated examples. Alright, so number 2, we're told to find x, y, and the unknown sides. So to find x, we can use this ratio, this side over this side. So we can write that x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equal to, then you can use this side over this side. This side corresponds to this side. So 15 over 9. Or you can also use this side over this side. So x plus 2 over x minus 2 then corresponds to 30 and 18. So equals to 30 and 18. So it's up to you, class. You can have this solution or you can have this one. But you cannot use this one, class. This side over this side, x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equal to this side over this side, 4y plus 7 over y plus 14. You cannot use this one, class, because you have two unknown variables. That would be x and y. you cannot solve this one, class. So you can choose either this one over this side over this side, or this x, then 30 over 18. Because you will get the same answer, class. Check this one, class. This fraction 15 over 9, we can reduce this one, right? We can reduce this one by 3. So 15 divided by 3, that is 5. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So this 15 over 9 is just the same with 5 over 3. And this 30 over 18, this is just the same with 5 over 3. Why is that, sir? We can reduce this one by 6, right? The greatest common factor of 30 and 18, that is 6. 30 divided by 6, that is 5. 18 divided by 6, that is 3. So same answer, class. So it's up to you, which do you choose? You can choose this side over this side, then 30 over 18. Or you can have this side over this side, then 15 over 9. Alright, let's have this one, 15 over 9. So once again, before doing the cross multiplication, you always check the fraction, class, if you can reduce. Because these are large number, class. So when you multiply this one, 9 times 2, so these are large numbers, class. Let's have this two solution, class. Let's reduce this one, and the other solution we will not reduce. Let's check if we will have the same answer. Right, let's try that. So cross multiply. Okay, so cross multiply, this will be 9 times x plus 2 is equals to 15 times x minus 2. So this will be 9 times x, that is 9x. 9 times 2, distributive property. So 9 times 2, that is 18. Plus 18 is equals to 15 times x, that is 15x. 15 times 2, that's negative 30. So next thing, class, instead of transposing 15 from right to left, we just simply transpose 9 from left to right. Question, why is that, sir? Because if we transpose this 15x from right to left, this will be 9x minus 15x. And your x answer will be negative 8. And it will be more complicated, class, if you're dealing with negative x value. So instead of transposing x from right to left, we just simply transpose 9 from left to right. Always remember, class, in algebra, x equals 3 is just the same with 3 equals x. It doesn't matter, class, if your x is on the right of this equal sign or your x is on the left of this equal sign. This is just the same, class. So let's avoid to have a negative x. So transpose 9 from left to right, then 30, this number 30, that would be right to left. So this will be 18, copy 18, then we transpose 30. All of the numbers, we put it on the left. So this is negative, it will be positive 30, equals, copy 15x. Then this positive 9, we transpose that one to the right. This is positive, it will be negative 9x. So 18 plus 30, that is 48, equals 15x minus 9x, that would be 6x. And to get the value of x, you divide both sides by 6. 48 divided by 6, that would be 8 is equals to x. Or that's the same with x is equals to 8. Therefore, our x, class, is equals to 8. But once again, class, this is quite complicated because the other solution, you can do it this way. X plus 2 over x minus 2. We can reduce 15 and 9 by 3. So divide by 3. This will be 5 over 3, right? 5 over 3. And you will get small numbers, class. When you cross multiply, so cross multiply this one, you will have the same answer, class. Let's check. So this will be 3 times x plus 2 equals 5 times x minus 2. You need to put parentheses, class, because this is binomial. And you need to do the distributive property. So 3 times x, that is 3x. 3 times 2, that's positive 6 is equals to 5 times x, that's 5x. 5 times negative 2, that's negative 10. Once again, class, in this scenario, instead of transposing 5x from right to left, we transpose 3x from left to right. But if you really want this 5x to be on the left side, let's do that one, class. You will have the same answer, but for me, class, I need to transpose 3x from left to right so that my x will be a positive number. Because it will be complicated, class, if you're dealing with negative number. So let's do that, the thing that you want. Let's proceed 5x from right to left. Okay, and then 6 from left to right, because most of the teachers, they will do it this way. But for me, class, it's better to transpose 3x from left to right, because you will have the same answer. So let's do this one. Transposing 5x from right to left. Let's check if we get the same answer. So this will be, so 3x, then this is 5x. This will be negative 5x equals, so copy negative 10. Then this is positive 6. It will be negative 6. Then 3x minus 5x, that's negative 2x equals negative 10 minus 6, that's negative 16. Divide both sides by negative 2 so that we can cancel this out. X equals negative divided by negative is positive. 16 divided by 2, that is 8. So you will get the same answer even if we do the other way. Transposing 3x from left to right, this will be 5x minus 3x. Then copy 6. We transpose 10 from right to left. This is negative, it will be positive 10. Then you will get the same answer, class. This is 6 plus 10, that is 16 equals 5x minus 3x, that's 2x. Then divide by 2, you will get the same answer, that is x is equals to 8. So it's up to you, class, which do you prefer? But for me, it's better to do it this way. Okay, just simply transpose this 3x from left to right. Alright, so therefore, our x is equals to 8. So we can now find this side and this side. So this will be substitute the value. So x is equals to 8. So once again, class, always check the fraction if you can reduce before do the cross multiplication. So x plus 2, then our x is 8. So 8 plus 2, that would be 10. So therefore, this is 10. And this one, x minus 2. And x is equals to 8. So 8 minus 2, that would be 6. So this one is 6. And our x value, so our x is equals to 8. Alright, so let's find y. Alright, let's find y. So to find y, you can use this side over this side, then this y over this one. Or you can use this y, this side over this side, then this side 30 over 18. So let's use this one, class. 4y plus 7 over y plus 14, then 30 over 18. Alright, so I hope you understand this one, class. Once again, if you have some questions with regards to similar polygons, go ahead, class. You put the comment in the comment section down below. You can always message me in our Facebook channel, same name with our YouTube channel. Alright, let's find y. So this will be 4y plus 7 over this side over this side. Y plus 14 is equal to, then this side over this side, 30 over 18. Alright, so this will be, so once again, before doing the cross multiplication, you always check the fraction. Can we reduce? Yep, we can reduce this one by 6. Because you will be having trouble because these are large number. Imagine, class, this is 30 and this is 18. And you will be multiplying 18 and 4, then 18 times 7. And these are large numbers. So that's why we need to reduce before doing the cross multiplication. So 30 divided by 6, that is 5. 18 divided by 6, that is 3. So we can write this one, 4y plus 7 over y plus 14 is equals to 5 over 3. Then cross multiply. Alright, so this will be 3 times 4y plus 7. Once again, you put parentheses because this is binomial. 4y plus 7. Two terms, class. You need to do the distributive property. Is equal to 5 times y plus 14. Alright, so distribute. So this will be 3 times 4y, that is 12y, plus 3 times 7, that is 21, equals 5 times y, that is 5y, 5 times 14, that is 70. Let's check. 14 times 5. 5 times 4 is 20, 0 card 2, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. 70. Alright, so next step is we need to transpose 5 from right to left. So we transpose 5 from right to left and 21 from left to right. So this will be 12y minus 5y is equals to 70 minus 21. So 12y minus 5y, that is 7y, is equal to 70 minus 21, that is 49. Alright, and to get the value of y, you divide both sides by 7. Divide by 7, cancel this out, and your y is equals to 7. Alright, so that's it class for your y. Now you need to find the sides. So substitute the value of y. So this will be 4y plus 7. And our y is 7. So this will be 4 times 7 plus 7. 4 times 7, that is 28. Plus 7, that is 35. So this side is 35. Alright, and this side, this will be y plus 14. So this will be, our y is 7. So 7 plus 14, this will be 21. Alright, so this side class is 21. That's it class, all set. 10, 6, 35, and 21. So that's it for number 2. So I hope you learned something new today class. Now by the way, if the teacher will ask for the scale factor, very easy class. So to get the scale factor, that would be the ratio of the larger polygon to the smaller polygon. But once again, it depends on your teacher. If the teacher will say what would be the ratio of the smaller polygon to the larger polygon. So once again, this side over this side. So let's have that. Let's have the larger polygon is to the smaller polygon. So to get the ratio, that would be 10 over 6. So we can reduce this one by 2. So 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. So the scale factor class, it should be the same. So even if you check this side over this side, so 35 over 21, we can reduce this one by 7, right? So 35 divided by 7, that is 5. 21 divided by 7, that is 3. So the scale factor of the larger polygon to the smaller polygon, that is 5:3. Now if the teacher will ask for the ratio of the smaller polygon is to larger polygon, so your ratio will be 3 over 5. And that would be your scale factor. So it depends on your teacher. If the scale factor, that would be the larger to the smaller polygon, this will be your answer. Now if it's smaller polygon to the larger polygon, your answer will be 3 over 5. That's it class. Because this is the smaller polygon 6 and the larger polygon is 10, you divide it by 2. That's why you have 3 over 5. Smaller to the larger polygon. Alright, so that's it for the scale factor, and that's it how to find the side. So I hope you learned something new today. Now if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. You have a great day class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.